Welcome to Discovering Grays Lake, a podcast dedicated to the stories and people that make our town truly unique. Join us as we sit down with local business owners, community leaders, and everyday residents to hear their tales of triumph, struggle, and everything in between. From the little-known historical gems to current events shaping our community, we'll cover it, all in an engaging and informative way. I'm your host, David Wool, and together we'll discover the heart and soul of our town, one story at a time. Today's podcast is brought to you by the lovely folks at Keller Williams North Shore West at the Sinkmars Group. Motivated not by numbers, but by helping you feel at home in our community. Jody Sinkmars and her team are committed to serving Grays Lake and its neighbors with the utmost care. Call Jody today at 847-767-7358 or visit the Sinkmars Group online at sinkmarsgroup.com to get started on the path for the home you love right now. This podcast is also brought to you by the Cashmore Financial Group. Financial advice for everyday people. Turn your financial stress into financial success. Call us today, 847-231-6150. Hey, all my friends from Grays Lake, we're back with another podcast here. And actually, the guy I get to interview today has actually been a friend of mine for a long time. This is Mr. Dan Nielsen. Dan, how are you,
hello, everybody. Yeah, we're pushing over 20 years we've been friends.
Oh, my gosh, and he still likes me. Well, I'm not assuming he likes me. So
I do.
Okay, so let's jump in. So I met Dan. I was DJ for a long time. Did we meet actually in the DJ circuit?
DJ circuit, yes.
And I think you were working at the Sundance Saloon doing line dancing lessons as well.
And you're like, hey, I'm Dave Wool. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
No, I didn't introduce myself.
I was in the DJ.
Name.
I think it was something like that.
Oh, I was polite. Anyway.
You were polite, yes.
Anyway, so Dan has had a business in Grays Lake. Let's just start about, so what is iwed Solutions?
Okay, iwed Solutions is a now full-time DJ service. We also do ordained ministry service, and I throw up lights in there. So
okay. When you say ordained ministry service, so you marry people?
I marry people, yeah.
Nice. So wait, I've seen you at places where you're actually the DJ and you're the minister at the same time.
Yes, a double duty. I do that quite often.
Do you find that gets weird at all? You have to be like the entertainment guy, but then also at the same time like be the serious, like reverend-ish kind of dude?
It is a little weird, but I feel like after the ceremony, when I take my jacket off, that nobody knows I'm the same guy.
Dun, dun, dun.
It is weird, yeah. It's like I'm different. And I think people forget. Like the ceremony's over, it's a little chapter in their life closed, and then they're ready to party, and they don't really care.
Okay, so how long have you been how long have you had the DJ service?
DJ service was in 2001.
2001.
And ordained minister in 2003.
Okay, so I know that this topic has come up before on the show about a business that doesn't actually exist in Grays Lake anymore. But you were the owner-proprietor of Stratford Banquets for a while, correct?
Yep, that was in right before 9/11 hit in 2001, and I was all excited, and then the world shut down for a while. I was a little nervous, but it was great. I had it for almost 5 years, and it was fantastic.
Okay, so how did you get into Stratford Banquets?
The great Randy Cashmore.
Love Randy. Love Randy.
Yes. Yeah, he had a great business, and he was just looking to get out. He had some little kids coming out, and so he just wanted the time, get his weekends back, and I was ready to rock with this thing, and I love it.
Wow, that's funny because actually I had kind of the same thing because my DJ company was kicking Randy's butt, which was Big Fun Entertainment, and people listening probably remember Randy from Big Fun. So after we got done kicking his butt all over the place, then Randy sold his business to me, or we merged, or however you want to call it, and then and that's about the same time that he got rid of the banquet hall to you, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Did you have a different view on DJing after running a banquet hall for 5 years?
100%, yes. When you run a banquet hall, you really learn to do everything that is involved with a wedding.
Gotcha.
And that is, cutting vegetables and filling the ice bucket and doing taxes and marketing and, opening the doors and everything that has to go with a wedding I learned. And you realize that brides and grooms, they have to pay for all that stuff somehow, some way. Not physically for you to sweep their front foyer out, but you know what I mean? It's all included in that price. And they're expecting a very specific value to their dollar, I guess, if I can say it that way. And I learned a lot from that. And I bring all of that experience to the table when I DJ weddings.
Okay, so from DJing a wedding, from officiating a wedding, and actually running the banquet hall, which gave you the most satisfaction? Or is
I'm
that
going to
tough
say,
question?
no, not really. I would say running the banquet hall gave me the most satisfaction because I was involved from the beginning all the way to the end on everything. And I often DJ'd the weddings that were at Stratford, and especially at the end.
Right.
When I realized that, or when the brides realized that I could do both, where I DJ and then still run the hall, and I just had managers to run the hall part of it, then I just DJ'd.
Wow.
And it was great, very rewarding.
How did Stratford end?
The wonderful people at the Village Hall needed the building that I was at. Or actually
It's the police station now.
It's the police station now, yes.
Wow. And he says
So
that with all grace, I'm sure. That
yes,
yeah. Did you get money? I can't ask you about that. Yeah.
They paid for some brides to get moved, and that was about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So you didn't decide to leave.
I did
the
not.
building was bought out.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Okay, but so here's a funny thing about listening to Dan and knowing him for so long that he's kind of like me. So DJ, you had a banquet hall, a minister. Also, you have another business as well.
Yes. So you're talking about BioGreen?
Yeah.
Okay, BioGreen, yeah.
Look at my backyard. It's beautiful. Are you kidding? That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, BioGreen Organics. Wow, I've had that for about 5 years now. And it is an organic fertilizer manufacturing plant. So we make stuff for trees, shrubs, gardens, flowers, everything, lawns. A lot of it's dry material goes down, and some of it's liquid stuff that gets injected into the ground.
How in the hell do you get involved with that?
I know, it's crazy. My life is weird. I was a landscaper before the whole wedding industry happened, and the company that I worked for was looking for the best materials out there for their high-end clients, and we found BioGreen, so we used their products. I learned them and used them for about 8 or 9 years. Then I left the landscape company and sold the product for BioGreen, and then a couple of years after that, I ended up buying the whole company.
Wow. So now you own BioGreen.
So I own BioGreen, yeah.
So if people are looking for a greener lawn, they can call you too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if that's not strange enough, when I met you, your nickname was Magic Dan.
Yeah, that's right. My life is weird.
Why do you think we like each other?
Yeah. Magic Dan, or Dan the Magic Man, as I know.
Paraphrase everything.
Yes. Geez, that was back in 1989. I became a close-up magician.
What is that? What is close-up magician?
So close-up magician is I do card tricks and coin tricks and rope and coin stuff for groups of, let's say, 8 or 10 people at a table. Little, small, intimate parties.
Like when you see you guys doing like walk-around magic.
Walk-around magic, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
And I've seen some of his tricks, and they're pretty friggin' cool, and I don't know how to figure them out.
Yeah, like my scorpion one.
The scorpion. We should have a video of the scorpion one.
Yes,
that one's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Steve. It's my pet Steve.
Steve. All right. So magician, are you still doing magic?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Would it be out of line for me to say that you do balloon animals as well?
It's not out of line. I do that as well, yes. When I do the restaurant stuff, so you're table hopping at a nice busy restaurant, you do a couple of tricks for the kids and you make them a balloon animal and you kind of move on to the next table. So, yes, fun stuff.
So what you're saying right now is if we want somebody to have to DJ in a balloon animal and to get them married and do card tricks and make for a party, you pretty much got it.
Yeah, and if you want the grass green, just one phone call is all it takes.
Grass is always greener,
yeah.
So that's a little bit about what you do. I want to know exactly, and coming like, how does the DJ thing come in? I know you did line and a line dance instructor as well.
I am a line.
So did the DJ come before the line dancing, or did the line dancing become for the DJ?
Well, my brother and I, we used to dance a lot when we were in our early 20s, and
Not
I've
professionally.
We were breakdancing on the corner one time, and a guy whipped a handful of change at us. So we were professionals. We got paid, yeah.
Right.
So we were just out at the club, and as young 20-year-olds, and so my fear of getting on the dance floor was satisfied. It wasn't there, And so when it came to line dancing, it was very natural for me. I loved it. My mom was into it, and which I gave her a hard time about in the beginning, but ended up really loving it after a while. And when you DJ, like let's say every Wednesday night and every Friday night at a country bar, and you see the same dances and the same songs, and you get kind of bored of them.
I'm sure.
So when I was out there dancing with them, I'm like, well, instead of this little straight shuffle 8 count, I'm going to do a turn in there, or I'm going to do a little kick, or I'm going to pump my fist, or I'm going to do something in there and make it a little bit more different.
You should see his actions right now, by the way, he's doing these.
Yes, exactly. Raising the roof here. So you do that, or you'll be like, this song is so played out, I got to find something different.
Right.
So DJing all the country stuff really helped me in the wedding world as well to kind of pick new songs and fresh songs and
awesome.
do that kind of stuff. And then when I do like the electric slide and the Cupid shuffle and all those fun dances, which I still think are fun because I'm a line dancer, it was very natural for me to go out there and lead them and show them and keep everybody on the same foot.
Wow.
You know?
So when you were doing the line dance
helpful
stuff, you were working at Sundance?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So did Art Lake actually hire you?
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, right before Art Lake, it was Chris and Al. Yeah.
Okay, and then you ended up working with Art Lake.
And then Art Lake, yeah.
What a great dude.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I wish he was from Grays Lake, then I could talk to him on here.
Wait, what? He was...
He did live in Grays Lake. He lived in...
that Manor place or something.
Yeah, everybody now listening is like, yeah, it's called... Yeah, see? Lost for words right now.
Right by Bill's Pizza.
Exactly. I'll think of it before the episode is over, since everybody else knows.
So yeah, call him up. Get him on the phone right now.
Yeah, get Art on the phone. Let's hear how all that started.
No, he's a great dude.
Yeah, he is great. Okay, so how did you get into DJing though?
Oh, okay. So I was at Julie's. Remember Julie's?
Julie's.
Yeah, that's
it was
in
Lincolnshire.
Yeah. So this was, I think, in 1996. 96 or 97 or something like that, because I had broken my arm, if I remember that. So we had a company meeting. The owner was like, this is our special today. This is going on here. This is whatever. And he goes, and our DJ can't make it on Saturday. Does anybody know a DJ that could fill in? Huh. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, I hate this DJ.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Yeah. And then one of the waitresses, she points at me and says, Dan will do it. And the owner looks at me and says, all right, Dan, you better get up there and start learning how to work the machine up there, and you're up on Saturday night. Right. And I'm like, I was freaking out for a second, but I was also like, good, move over, dude. I'm going to rip this place apart. Never DJed before. I had this in my mind that I was going to be like a rock star up there. And it was. Luckily, it was the time in line dancing where you could do no wrong. Okay. Meaning there was only a handful of dances. The songs were super hot. It was like the Tim McGraw, the Garth Brooks,
right.
Kenny Chesney.
When actually country music was really good.
Yeah. And so it doesn't matter what two-step you played. It was all fun and just packed a place every night. And so I was a rock star from the get-go, and thanks to Garth Brooks.
Yeah, well, thanks, Garth. We could have a lot to thank Garth for.
Yeah.
We'll tag Garth in this post just to make sure that we're okay.
Yeah. So then a few months after that, I learning it and kind of honing the craft a little bit. One of the customers said, "We love what you do. We're getting married, and we want you to do our wedding." And I'm like, "How hard can that be?" And it was very hard.
Yeah.
I was lost in the weeds. But you have to get through your first one. You have to figure it out. And then actually not too long after that is when I met you.
Wow.
Started doing the showcases. I'm like, okay, good. What else can I learn? Okay, what else you got, Dave?
So you're stealing my trade secrets.
Oh, I stole every one of them.
Right. I didn't teach you everything, though, as I try to tell everybody. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah, so we worked together for a while, and we were really, really strong rivals for a while, too. There's a lot of stuff. But no, there wasn't.
No, you smoked me every time we went out, and you know it.
You know what? No,
but I tried.
A great group of guys.
Yeah.
Great group of guys did it all together. But so I think Dan's pretty much the explanation of an entrepreneur. You've tried a bunch of different things. You used to detail cars too, right?
Yeah, back when we were like 18 years old. No, Steve painted cars. I did not. Okay. I detailed them, and I did a little body work, but no, Steve was the main guy.
Okay, so with all the stuff that you're doing now, what are you mainly focused on these days?
I would say DJ service.
Okay.
And during the day, the BioGreen, of course, that's one of my big loves. But it doesn't take as much time as the DJ stuff does.
Right. Okay. So I've been helping you with this, and we've been working on this. I wanted to just let everybody know. So how does one get ordained? Funny I should mention that. Yeah, shameless plug for my buddy.
Yeah,
and this is another Grays Lake business that's opening right now.
Yeah, probably in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be full on, ready to go. It's called iwedministries.com. It's a website. You go to it, and so let's just say your friend's getting married, and they ask you to officiate their wedding. Okay, what do you do now?
Which happens to a lot of people. Everybody's looking for someone else.
It does, yeah. Everybody wants to do it these days. So that's why I decided I'm going to start this website up. And you go on there, you answer a couple questions. We are ordained, and then I give you a bunch of ceremonies and all the scripts and helpful hints and tricks to kind of get you set for your first officiate.
So I'm an ordained minister actually right now, but I went to some free site and I went on. I got my thing. I went to go officiate a wedding, although I've been to thousands of them. But for someone that doesn't have any idea what they're doing, it sounds like you're giving them like tips and tricks and everything they need to do.
Yeah, and actually, I'm only okay. The other websites are I'm charging $20. Yeah, you can probably get it done for free, but you're going to get nothing for it. I am going to help you every step of the way to have a very successful wedding ceremony.
Wow.
And it's a great $20 spent.
It actually is. I've seen the stuff that we help put the website together with you too, which is a
Thank
really
you.
cool thing to do. Hey, are you interested in winning a $50 gift certificate to the Vine? Well, we're going to make this super easy for you. Our friend Jody Sinkmars is going to give away a $50 gift certificate to the Vine. So here's all you have to do. You need to go to Jody Sinkmars Realtor on Facebook or at Jody Sells For You on Instagram and like the page, comment, and share this post, and they are going to give away on Saturday. They're going to give away a $50 gift certificate live. So make sure you enter this by Friday of this week. $50 to the Vine. Hey, Jody, thank you very much. All right, we're going to pause right here, and we're going to have something that you guys are familiar with now. We're calling it the Grays Lake Hot Seat, which actually this is my favorite part of everything. And this episode of the Hot Seat with Dan Nielsen is brought to you by our friend Chris Schoenberger at Barbecue Productions in Third Lake. And, to me, it's great. Like, it's right across the road. So if you have a problem with it, call my boss. Tell him. So the Hot Seat's brought to you by our friends at Barbecue Productions. And so what I'm going to do, and I know you've heard this before, we have a couple, Dan, I don't know if you've heard this, but we're going to have a couple fill in the blanks. But these are random questions. I'm going to ask you as fast as you can. You have to answer them within 3 seconds. You can answer them. You can pass. If I don't like your answer, I'll just pass and go to the next one.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, just real quick, that company, the barbecue place, they go to weddings often.
They do.
And their food is fantastic.
You wouldn't think.
And their service is great, yeah. And so when I used to own the banquet hall, I would see, okay, let's say somebody ordered like something that was a little bit kind of off the menu.
Yeah.
And as I'm cleaning off the plates, I'm like, man, there's a lot of this stuff left. So I'm going to tell the next bride, don't order that particular thing because it just doesn't go.
Right.
But when I'm at Barbecue Productions, there's nothing left on anybody's plate because it's all awesome stuff.
And they eat everything they can get their mouths on.
Exactly. So, all right. So what do we got?
Awesome. So the Hot Seat with Dan Nielsen, brought to you by Barbecue Productions. Fill in the blank first one, and then we're just going to roll through.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right. Hey bartender, can I have a
bottle of water?
Wow. What's your favorite movie?
Tommy Boy.
Burgers or hot dogs?
I'm a hot dog guy.
Favorite ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip.
Favorite sports team?
I'll go Cubs.
Rather live in the city or the country?
Country.
Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Highest score in bowling?
I think a 151.
Tell me about the second time you got arrested. All right, sorry, we'll switch over that.
Pass.
Pass. Last you binge watched?
Breaking Bad.
Nice. Early bird or night owl?
I'm a night owl.
Go-to karaoke song?
Ice Ice Baby.
Sunrise or sunset?
I am a sunset guy.
Pool or ocean?
I think pool.
All right. How many days do you exercise a week?
0.
Yeah. Honesty. Are you a high five guy, knuckles guy, or hugs guy?
Let's see. I think I'm a little bit of everything.
Okay. What makes you sweaty? Are we gonna bet?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you afraid of?
Pass.
What are you afraid of?
Let's see. I'm afraid of
clowns.
I don't know. No, nothing. I'm going to say nothing really scares me because I feel like I can get past a lot of things in life like that.
All right. Does your car have a nickname?
Yeah, Sparky. It's a hybrid, so it's half electric.
I get it. Okay, how many days can you wear a pair of jeans without washing them?
I'll say I can get 5 out of it.
Okay. Texting or talking?
I'm talking.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
How many times do you text a day?
10, 15. I'm a lot.
What do you put on your pizza?
Cheese and sausage.
Nice. Have you ever left a 1-star review?
I did at a restaurant once because it was absolutely terrible.
What would you never do again?
Probably
this podcast.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, you're too much time.
Yeah,
too much time. Okay, and the last and final one, when you put the toilet paper roll on, does it go over the top or does it come from the bottom?
It has to go over the top.
Right.
Cleaner, better look.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for playing on the hot seat. I think you did okay.
Yeah, my life is good. When that last question about what would I not do again?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have very many regrets in life.
Good.
So, life's good.
And you have 3 beautiful children.
Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome.
He was actually thinking and counting right there. 3,
yeah.
2,
was it 1, 2? Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're happy to have you on the show. It's it's fun to look at people that have been in the community for a long time, all the different things you do. And it seems like in the businesses that you've ran, you've got to have really close personal connections with people with the services you provide. You made a lot of friends along the way.
Yeah, I've been here 18 years.
Really?
Yeah, moved in when Mason was born.
I think if anybody's listening to this show, I want you to run over to Facebook or any of your favorite socials and just put your name in if Dan DJ'd your wedding, or if he made you a balloon animal, or if he detailed your car or made your grass greener.
Yeah. Oh, geez. It's thousands of people I've helped out in all those years.
Think about it.
Yeah.
And if you did, let's say you've done 1,000 weddings, if there's 100 people at every wedding, how many people got to see what you do?
Yeah, I think it's 1 million. Haven't I seen 1 million faces? And did I rock them all? I think I did.
You're such a dork. All right, before we wrap up, with all the things you've done, now you have BioGreen, now you have this ordained wedding service that's coming out. If I were to talk to you a couple of years from now, what the heck am I going to hear you talking about now?
You're going to hear me as an ordained minister, and with the service, of course.
Right.
And then probably BioGreen. Eventually, I'm going to become the old man, and I think the DJ world will be kind of, past me in life.
I guess we get to that age where we might not be cool anymore.
I know. Now, I still feel like I can rock every wedding, no matter what their ages are.
I know how you feel.
But are they going to hire me? They're going to,
Sure.
I don't know. But I hope. I'm not in any hurry to get out of the business because I love it.
Right.
But I think BioGreen is the future. We have a product that is fantastic that I believe will help world hunger. It's that good of a product.
Wow.
It won't cure it, but it'll certainly help it.
So something to actually make a difference in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's called Correct Planting Routine. So
Google that.
Yeah. Or better yet, Amazon it, and it's only $24.99 on Amazon.
Yeah. Shameless plug to hit up Amazon
did I
for
say that out loud? Yeah.
Cool. Before we end, favorite place to eat in Grays Lake? If you go anywhere to eat in Grays Lake, where do you eat?
Oh, let's see. I would probably pick Emil's, Abel's, or the Vine.
Really?
Yeah, those three are fantastic places.
And you don't drink, so...
I know I don't.
Yeah, see, he's probably the only sober guest we're going to have on here for a while.
Yeah.
So, and I'm actually sober at the same time, so that's kind of a nice thing. Do me a favor, folks. If you're whatever podcast platform you're listening on, make sure to throw us a like, maybe throw a little comment on there if you can. Make sure to subscribe to wherever you're at. So every episode of Discovering Grays Lake, you're going to get an alert on your phone. It's going to tell you that a new guest is on from the area. And Dan, you've listened to a couple of the shows so far. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes we get to dig in a little deeper and find out stuff we just don't know about people.
Right. Yeah. I mean, who knew that I was a balloon artist or that I have a unicycle collection?
Do you have a unicycle?
I do.
Okay. No. Wait. I've been to your house. How many decks of cards do you have in your house?
Oh, geez. Well,
seriously, it's the coolest thing. Just stop by his house. His address is.
Yeah.
How many decks of cards?
Let's see. Well, I've been collecting for 33 years now, and I think I have 4,500 decks of cards.
4,500.
4,500, and I have about 2,000 of them displayed in my living room. And you've seen it, yeah.
Maybe we'll make that the cover photo for this episode, just to
I'll
see how cool that is. Okay, so oldest deck of cards that you have. Like, tell me one really cool story about a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Not to take a bunch of time.
Okay, so it was 1907. It's a Radbridge, and my brother John, he got it at an estate sale for $1. It's about a $150 deck.
No way.
Yeah, because it's not super rare and it's not super old. If you get something in the 1800s, that's when you're looking at $1,000 deck. But I'm happy with this thing. I love it. It's displayed proudly.
I keep saying it's going to be the end of the episode, then I keep remembering things about you. Can you tell us the quick story? I think her name's Agatha.
Agatha.
Yeah, is that her name?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a strange story. Dan still doesn't have the answer to this, so maybe through this podcast we can find out who the hell did this.
Yeah.
So set the scene.
Oh, God. Okay, so I want to say about 7 years ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I look outside my front door, and there is a 7-foot statue. It's a lamp of some lady holding a little vase. It's a lamp. And it's just sitting there right on my front porch.
A 7-foot lamp.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. And I have no idea who put it there. And it's like been the running gag, every couple of months or something like that. I'll throw it on Facebook. I'm like, who did this? It's killing me.
And
come clean. And I still don't know who it is.
I did get a phone call that day asking if it was me.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, there was like 5 people in my life. It had to have been Dave. It had to have been my friend Holly. It had to have been, Todd or somebody like that. No. And then after that, because it's a big gold lamp. And then like this little Buddha came on my front porch. It was gold. A a giant picture frame of garlic. It was in gold. Came out there.
Nice.
A skeleton.
Is everything
it was
gold?
Everything was gold. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So so I have no idea who did any of it. On my 50th birthday, my lawn was littered with gold stuff that all my friends collected over the last couple months, and they put them all over my yard. All gold stuff. It's hilarious.
Gold.
So yeah, I still don't know who it is, but
wow. So if anybody knows about Agatha,
yeah,
we want you to write in or give me a call or give Dan a call and find out. About that.
She's the light of my life.
Oh my God, you're cheesy. All right, so if they want to find your, because it seems like you're zoned in on the DJ business, if they want to find your website, where do they go?
They are going to go to, how about my Facebook page? Just look up iwed Solutions.
Right, and we'll tag this in the social media too.
Yeah.
We'll have on there. Will iwed Solutions be connected to the ministry service that you're selling to get people?
Yeah, you'll be able to find me through all that stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it should be easy. I've been around a long time. People know me.
This is true. That's his nice way of saying he's getting old fast. Well, Dan, thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it. So another episode of Discovering Grays Lake. Hopefully you found today entertaining. Make sure, once again, subscribe on wherever you're listening. Tag a friend. When you see this episode, and if you see it on Facebook or the Gram or wherever, and it's actually on YouTube too, just an audio version. Otherwise, we'd have Agatha and everyone on there.
Right.
But make sure to share those things with your friends. We're here to build community. We're going to try to bring everybody together. Remember to shop local. Let's bring this whole community together. And it's a great community. So I'd just like to see everything pulling closer together. I think that would be just a fantastic thing. My name is Dave Wool, in case I didn't mention that again. And Dan, I appreciate you hanging out with me today.
Should we go get some barbecue?
Let's go get some barbecue.
All right.
Thanks,
man.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.